Hi guys, so I'm really excited to be on my channel today because listen, it's been 2 months. Like I told myself I'm gonna be on it, but life, life's been lifing, you feel me? But I'm really glad and thankful for Erica Patterson. She is doing a series on Instagram for Black millennial entrepreneurs, and her first episode today was about self-discipline, and that really inspired me to come on here and to inform you guys about certain things on my channel, certain aspects of my channel. And so yeah, I'm gonna get into that. And thank you, Erica Patterson, for your video, and I'm gonna tag her below. But yes, so the reason why it inspired me is because if you've been following my channel, I'm looking up the videos right now. If you've been following my channels, I've been talking about, releasing attachments, your mental health, protecting your peace, listening to your inner child, certain spiritual journeys I've been on, etc. Oh, and my diet as well. Like I've just been, it seems like I've been all over the place, but ultimately there's a purpose. God has told me, like, your work is not in vain. I promise you, I'm going to show you how this makes sense. And what I wanted y'all to know is that as you're following, if you've been following the videos, it's like I've been preparing myself, like having that self-discipline to prepare myself, and then also those who are watching to prepare for a time like this. Okay, like if you know what's going on right now, well, it's today is the 28th, the 29th. Elections coming up. Full moon's gonna be on Halloween. uh Mercury retrograde is about to end on the 4th, the 3rd, excuse me. And it's a lot of messages about releasing, about, you know, just opportunities coming in. And this is the perfect time. Like, this, it's like if you could picture what the world is doing right now, it's like it is creating a door. And they are asking you to move into the new year. Like, we got to start now. Like, to move into the new year and to move into who you want to be, because I feel like there's so many people gunning to be something right now. Of course, this is the perfect opportunity to see that door and walk through it. And in order to walk through that door, we have to let go of some things that hasn't been working, because that's the reason why we have to reform, we have to release, because we need change. And if we keep the same habits, nothing is going to change. So that's what God and the universe has been trying to tell us this entire time, this entire year. See what you need to see and do what you need to do so that we can move forward and upgrade ourselves to be who we need to be. And that's what I've been trying to show through my videos. Like, not to say everyone needs to follow this verbatim, like, because sometimes I slip up on my own things. But one thing I did tell you guys is that each time I set out a video, God would test me on that. So for these past 2 months, like, even though he'll, like, for instance, I put out a video about protecting my peace. After I said that and I put out that, the words of encouragement or the inspiration, whatever, he'll test me again to be like, but do you really, protect your peace? And he'll throw like an obstacle or a trigger or an old way of being how I would, and see how I react to that, to see if I can really walk my talk or practice what I preach. So that's what I've been doing for this past 2 months, really just being hard, not hard on my, yes, I'm hard on myself. Let me stop lying. Like, just to be on myself, to really, have that self-discipline, to listen to the things that I've said for myself, because hello, the framework is right here. Deal with your mental health, deal with your diet, do what you got to do to really be who you need to be, because I said it for a reason. Like, these things have been on my mind for years now, and I've put it in videos so that I can go back and reflect on what it is I need to do. Because hello, if you see, seasonal depression is right around, I mean, I guess it could happen right now because it's raining, it's gloomy outside, the leaves are falling, everything is dying outside. So, internally we could feel like things are ending for us, and it very well is. Like, we have to die to ourselves daily to get into this new season. Like, literally, the trees have to freaking fall so that the main tree can go into hibernation for the winter to prepare itself for spring coming up, whatever. So it's like, oh, for the winter, whatever the trees be doing when they be treeing and stuff like that, it has to happen. These cycles have to happen, and it's either you catch, you go with the way that the cycle is moving, or you get outdated. So that's why I wanted to come on here and let you guys know, like, listen to your inner child, do your hobbies, do what you love, and keep and finding a way to cultivate all these different things that I said. And not to say what I said, because I'm not be like, listen to me, I've been doing this. No, but it's helpful. Like, go and find a way, or organize yourself in a way where you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on my mental health, I'm going to focus on my self-care, I'm going to focus on my diet, I'm going to focus on my boundaries, my relationships, my attachments, etc. And just finding a good way for you to make, like, fit it in your everyday life, right? Because that's what, like I was saying, that's what I've been doing for the past 2 months. And now I have finally found that routine that works for me, to be able to hit everything off my list, um, that I want to do. So I guess I wanted to go into the story about, like, my routines, because it took some time. Like, it took a lot of releasing my attachments to people, places, and things that no longer serve me, and just really being real with myself about what it is I want to do, because I kept getting into these relationships with certain types of people, and then I had to really ask myself why. If it resulted in an outcome I didn't like, I have to ask myself, why did it end in such a way? And that's where I goes into protecting my peace, because I wasn't protecting my peace in that time. So I had to understand that, like, okay, go back to that video and see what you said, because we got to make these changes, right? So then it goes to releasing attachments. Okay, release everything of that person, that etc., etc. And I had to really do these things, because I'm not playing with myself no more. Like, I am my worst enemy in doing these things, and we are always our only worst enemies. So when it comes to feeling like, yes, there's negative forces, of course, but ultimately only you can stop you from being who you need to be. So I wanted to blank, sorry, my routines, right? So I figured out a way, like, okay, what does Tiana like? And after seeing what I like, and after seeing what my values are, after seeing my hobbies, etc., I had to make a reality. Like, how did I make that a reality? And I realized, well, Tiana, you trying to do all these things in the daytime. First of all, you was born at nighttime. You like doing things at night. So I had to find a way to really hone this in to make sense for myself. And that's all it is. And that's just giving yourself the time to do that. And I'm telling you right now, the way I figured it out, it did not fit in society's mold. Like, where you're doing nothing all day, where you're feeling like, oh shit, I'm missing out, whatever, whatever. Like, no, to find yourself, it has nothing to do with what society got going on. And you will, like, continue to hurt yourself and hurt your journey if you think that figuring yourself out will go on the basis of how life has been. Because if you've been seeing this entire year, we can't go back to that normal, quote unquote normal, of what was happening. We have to have a new normal. So finding that new normal, you should, like, for me, I had to understand, like, yo, this is your lane. You feel me? Stay in your lane. And my cat, I'm telling you, my cat has been teaching me such great things about, like, he's been giving me the keys to figuring out myself. But, like, he's silly right now. But, like, for real, stay in your lane. To be able to do all of these things, to be able to imagine what your reality is supposed to be like, you have to really stay in your lane and be you, and not allow society to push you here or there. And yes, it does happen. Yes, you can get sidetracked, but always know, when you fall, you can always land back on your feet and start right back up. You understand? So I just wanted to let y'all know, like, if you've been following my videos, fine, listen to me. If you want to not listen to me, like listen to the words that I say and the stories that I share, and find a way that it can work for you, where you can apply it to your own life, and you can find your own routines, you can find your own ways of being and ways of doing certain things that can help you in this ending period, this last quarter of the year, so that we can kickstart a beautiful 2021. And we are the creators. Like, yes, we probably all went into 2020 thinking, oh yeah, this and that, da, 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 da. We have all these plans, and then Corona happened. But at the end of the day, we are the creators of our reality, and we can take control of the things we can control, and then anything we can't control, we just give that up to our universe, give it up to God, give it up to spirit, our ancestors, whatever you want to believe in. But ultimately, yes, I think after this, I want to make a video about what I see this channel, like how I see it growing, and what I want to do, and my hopes and ideas for 2021. But ultimately, like, I just wanted to come on here to let you know, be self-disciplined on the things that you say, the things that you set out you want to do. Practice them every day, or whatever you want to do. Figure it out, right? Um, you know, figure out yourself. Find your true self. Because when you do, you'll start to see so many different blocks just get out your way. No obstacles. Like, just staying in your lane, figuring out who you are, and you will be good to go. And like I said, please watch my other videos to get some ideas, some inspiration, whatever. Because now I do feel like I'm in a good space to be able to maneuver and do what it is I need to do. So these last 3 months, I'm going to just keep planning for, all the ideas and activities that I got going for the next year. And yeah, that's it. Bye.